all of your things, yeah. We can stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come on me, fly you out to breathe. Full speed, supported belly, yeah. Come on me, leave all of your things, yeah. We can stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come on me, fly you out to breathe. Full speed, supported belly, yeah. Speed post, baby, and make it beat. Waves in my ear, smoking weed. Been through the sand in the deep. All because of what I did on beats, baby. Life sweet, baby. I ain't stop, baby. You just go get ready, we go out, baby. Long time looking for the process. Andre had to bounce.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This one I'm super excited to make for you guys. I'm also really excited to just make it in general because we're doing something super fun to the E36 today. As you can tell, I got it jacked up. We're ready to start working on it, and what we're doing today is we're doing the SLR angle kit. I ordered the full kit straight from Drift HQ, so this thing's gonna be freaking super fun, super excited. The kit's really nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at it right now. So really excited to install this thing. Quick little update on the E36. So we took it to an event, me and Javi did. Everything went great. About 4 or 5 laps in, I actually crashed it. So that's why there's black fenders and a black hood now. But other than that, the car's getting painted, it's getting kitted, so it's no big deal. Not really too worried about it. There was no frame damage, so the car's completely fine. But other than that, the drift event went great. The car went great. There is obviously many things that I wanted different about the car, like the angle kit. The hydro was a big thing, needed the hydro. Speaking of the hydro, I actually got one. I got the whole kit, so I'll be installing that as well. But we'll be doing that in a completely separate video. This video is just strictly the SLR angle kit. So we're gonna see how it goes on, how simple everything is, and then we'll take a look and see how the car goes after that. Let's get to it. I've never installed one of these kits, but watched tons of videos. I mean, I've installed angle kits before. I don't think it's going to be the hardest thing in the world, but I'm going to take you guys along with me, and hopefully we can get it figured out. Alright guys, so before we get started on the angle kit install, I wanted to go over something real quick. So I was actually told this by my alignment guy, Matt Blanded. If you guys are in the Portland area, you probably know who he is. He actually did the alignment on Javi's car, so he was telling me some things before I install the kit to do. The first thing is to take the camber adjustment on the top hat and the coilovers and go all the way positive, because he said he ended up having to go completely positive with Javi's car to get everything to work right. Because when you install an angle kit, it'll lower the car and give it more camber naturally because it widens the track width too much. So we have to compensate with adjusting the top hats on the coilovers completely positive. I'm going to do that on both sides real quick before we hop under the car and start installing the kit. So I'm actually running BC coilovers, so on the top hat bolts, right, or sorry, not the top hat bolts, but the camber adjustment bolts, we're running a number 5. Alright, so this is what we were looking at before, all the way negative, so the top hat's going to be towards the motor, so that means a negative camber. And then on the other side, now the top hat is all the way towards the fender, which means completely positive camber. So putting the top hat all the way positive camber is going to allow, when the angle kit gets installed, it's going to allow it to not be way too negative, so it's going to keep it just right. Obviously, as soon as everything's installed, we're going straight to the alignment shop, so Matt's going to tweak all that stuff anyway. So alright, so with both top hats completely positive camber now, we can hop under the car, we can actually start installing the kit. So let's get to the exciting stuff. The kit comes with the lower control arms, comes with the adjustable lollipops, it also comes with the knuckle pieces over here. The first things first, we pretty much need to get the control arm out of the way. So to do that, I'm not exactly sure on the sizes yet, but as we go along, I'll kind of just tell you guys the sizes and you know, figure out what we need to do. So like I said, I've never installed this kit before, so we're going to be doing this together. You know, any issues I run into, obviously you guys are going to see it. I'm going to film the whole process. So I'm going to start just taking some stuff off and let you guys know what everything is, and That way you can have everything you know, firsthand. So it's like you guys are gonna be here doing it with me. So alright guys, so the first thing I'm gonna take off is I'm actually going to loosen the tie rod here, so the inner tie rod bolt, and then we're gonna take off the outer tie rod nut, and that's gonna allow this to come off, and it'll just give us a little more room for everything else. And then we'll probably move to the main lower control arm nut. So this one here is gonna be a 16. So instead of just hammering on it and getting dirt everywhere, I'm just going to heat this thing up. Alright guys, so I've been messing with this tie rod. Someone up here at this end, they completely stripped it. So I've been trying to use vice grips to get it off, but it's not coming off. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to come back to this side, and then we're going to jump to the other side of the car, and then we'll get everything off over there, so that way, you know, the video goes a little faster. A little bit of trouble with this tie rod too, so I ended up going and getting a pickle fork. Well, I broke my light. Nice. Alright, so I got that broken light all cleaned up. Luckily, I actually had 2 more bulbs that I put on my light. So, anyways, we're gonna continue. So, we're gonna get this off the tie rod, and then we're gonna get the control arm off, and then we'll start working on the knuckle stuff. Okay, so we got the lower control arm off now. We got it separated from the knuckle here, and then, you know, obviously we got it from the front subframe, and then the rear lollipop area right here. This is all good to go. The new arm's ready to go on with the new lollipop, and also onto the knuckles. So I'm gonna assemble all that and show you guys, and yeah, should be good. So it's the next day. I ended up getting pretty late installing the kit the other day, but we're gonna jack up the car and take a look at the kit and kind of explain everything that I did, every problem that I went through. I at least want to show you guys the angle that I have now, and show you some trimming on the bumper and the fenders that I had to do to get the whole kit to fit. I'm gonna jack it up now, kind of show you guys what's going on, and then hopefully you guys learned something from the video. So as far as for trimming for the kit, I had to cut the fender a little bit with the chin piece and the front bumper. It's going overs, so I didn't really care too much. So, and also it's going KBD kit. So once I get the KBD kit, I have to, you know, realign everything. As far as for the angle kit, it's all installed. Everything's all good to go. All right, so now that the kit's all installed, we can definitely go hit some better events, get more angle. Everything's good, besides having to trim a little bit of the fender and the bumper. But like I said, it doesn't matter because I'm going over, so I didn't really care about having to cut the fenders at all. The only issue that I've noticed so far is that it hits the lower control arm. However, they ended up giving these little shims that go on the steering rack. So I'm gonna have to throw probably 1 or 2 of these on to get it to not hit the lower control arm. So we'll install those once I go get it aligned again. The only reason why I was able to drive it now is because I took it over to Matt's and got it aligned. But we have to adjust coilovers a little bit and get the overs to fit properly with the kit. So once I get all that stuff done, we'll do some test footage for you guys. But that's going to be in later videos. But for now, the kit's installed. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video. If not, my bad. I just kind of wanted to show everything as far as the install process. So, but other than that, I'm excited to drive it, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.